There's coffee here. We'll see if coffee fixes my tummy ache. Probably not. Just make sure I got money. I do. Make sure I got pepper spray. I do. You never know when someone's gonna be a douche. When they're gonna be a real douche. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Oh my God, you're not the people I wanted to see this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I mean, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you. How are you doing today?
I woke up hurting, but I came in here because I figured there would be somebody I could throw some senseless banter at, smile at of.
There you go.
There's somebody here. There's gotta be somebody. Just kidding, you're cool. Oh. You're at a high rev, but it's okay. I'll use this stuff.
Oh yeah, I got coffee. Yep. Hey, I got 19 here. I got 19 here. Okay. I don't I have ham and bacon fried, and I have one unfried bacon. You want them both fried or you want one regular bacon? What's the difference there? Fried? Fried, yeah, I like it fried. Alright, let's try that. Alright. One. One of them? Yeah. Ham or bacon? Bacon. Bacon. Oh, I have some what? Alright. Do you want me to have hard dinner? Sure. Yeah. Is that your van? Are you gonna do regular stuff? Yes. Okay. You can pay in here. You're in here. Are you in cash? You can pay regular. I was gonna say that you have cash.
I wasn't trying to make myself look taller and buff. My back just hurts.
What's that?
I said I wasn't trying to look taller and buff. My back just hurts. I had a guy making fun of me for hitting on him yesterday because I was standing upright. He never sees me standing upright. I explained to him that it was because my back hurt. I figured, well, I was just stretching my back over there. I should probably explain that I'm not trying to show off for the Frito-Lays.
Yeah, you gotta be specific about that stuff. People might take it the wrong way.
Well, I'm surprised at how many people do. But I also noticed that once they hit about 30, 35, it starts to come down and mellow down a bit. And then it can actually be a huge burp and fart and stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to pay for that in cash.
What?
Right? I'm rich. $2 hairs. If I had $1 million, had $1 million, I'd help out dogs with cancer, but not real cancer, dogs.
What's that?
It was a spoof that I wrote when I was younger. If I had $1 million, had $1 million. Oh man, I can't remember now. It's written down on my notebook. But at the end of it, I'd say, but not real cancer because they're dollars. So that, instead of dollars, it's all here. Sometimes when you're running the cashier, people come in and say strange stuff. And I always remember the strange stuff instead of the normal stuff. And then later on in life, I scout out the strange stuff and see if people will react to it, I suppose.
See how many blank stares you can get?
Well, I try to get smiles. That's always the goal. The goal is always to achieve a smile. Although sometimes people have a bad day, and trying to pull a smile out of them might get you punched in the head, which has happened to me a couple of times. Right? I told a joke to a lady. She was really sad, and I thought that I would try to cheer her up because she was sad openly on the Pearl Street Mall in Boulder, Colorado, and it's an open air mall, and there's a lot of people walking by. She was crying. I thought, I'll say something nice to her, something kind. Maybe it'll cheer up her day a little bit. Oh, I don't know. She was in one of them moments, and I'm sure I've had my moments, so I try not to judge. But man, that did not feel good. Yeah, people who are hurt people, and it's not usually the person who hurt them. It's usually somebody lower on the totem pole.
Yeah. For sure.
On the bright side, we teach our boys that girls are lower on the totem pole, and then we teach our girls that boys are lower on the totem pole. So boys and girls can always hate on each other for no reason whatsoever.
Well, there you go.
Right? That's logic. Thank you. Jenna's the one in today, and she is the super nicest, sweetest lady, even if I say stupid stuff. And she forgives it and lets it go, I suppose. Kind of have to. Also, because she's nice, I'm a little extra scared of her. because I don't want to piss her off if she's nice to me. It would make me feel bad if I did. So then instead of talking less, I end up talking more. Yeah, I'm a genius. But there's also one of the things that is always scary to me, and that's the idea that, well, that you have to date people. That being friendly with someone means that you owe things to them. You know, if I thought that every woman who ever smiled at me was attracted to me, I probably would have asked out a lot of women. But that would have been in my youth, back when I thought I was actually attracted to women. The reality is I'm attracted to being treated well. I'm attracted to, well, to nice people for the most part. But I always try to keep my eye out for a genuinely good person. And whether or not somebody's good to you might come down to the way that you look. Might come down to the difference of gender. Now, when you find a place that people are good to you, it's probably a good idea to stick around. But there's also situations that you have to pay attention to. When you've got 10 people in an area, right? Let's say you've got 10 people in a room. One of them is an asshole. Only one. Well, that person being an asshole can bring the whole room down. Everybody in a bad mood. When you got 10 people in a room and 9 of them are friends and one of them is just an asshole, well, then usually people gang up on the asshole. But if the asshole's popular or good looking, it makes all the difference in the world. Also, we tend to create this gender barrier that's not actually there. When you listen to the things that I say about women, you can go back through and notice that I said those same things about men. I just separate them for each group. Here's the sexism from both sides. I hope you learn from it. Now, there's, of course, situations like the Denny's. At the Denny's, 10 of those people there were great. But one of those people really fucking sucked and made it a lot worse for me. And people's ideas about how to fix it are temporary band-aids. When you've got people out on the streets, the help that you want to provide from a very sheltered point of view is not necessarily the help that we need. In many cases, what we need is somebody to go with us. Like, hey man, I'll go out and buy you these clothes and I'll buy you those clothes and you'll be able to do this and you'll be able to do that. Hey Shawn, what do you think of these socks? What do you think of those pants? Hey, how about instead of wasting all this time and money getting clothes, how about we focus on what's important? I have clothes. What's important in a situation of abuse is turning in the predators right away. Now, of course, the Denny's, pretty much everybody over there was totally cool. Maybe not good people, but they were at least nice. But it only took one issue with one person there who decided they didn't like me, just one Karen, to make that situation unsafe. And that situation led to me not being able to go to Starbucks there, or McDonald's, or Burger King, all three of which I have
human resources at that I could have gone to. The thing is, I was going to those resources and they just wasn't interested. You can't make people care about you. That doesn't mean you have to shut up. I fight for the rights of a lot of people who are not me. I fight for the rights of a lot of groups that aren't me. I'm not a lesbian. Why do I stick up for lesbians? I used to have friends that were lesbians before Natalie got shot in the head. I'm not a homosexual, so why do I stick up for homosexuals? I got a lot of people that used to be friends of mine that are homosexuals. Then Natalie got shot in the head. Why do I stick up for straight people? I'm not straight. I used to have a lot of friends who were straight before Natalie was killed. You know what I noticed about all these friends, though? None of them actually cared. They gave me lip service. They wanted, instead of getting off their asses and doing something, they just wanted to argue, tell me how to think and tell me how to feel. One of the great things about people being open here, a lot more people being open anyway. It's kind of like Boulder, you're allowed to be gay. I'm not interested in anybody. A lot of people say, Shawn, you know what your problem is? You just need to get laid. No, that is the furthest from my worries, and I forgot to get a comb. The fuck was I thinking? Good morning, Jenny. You changed bodies.
That's Jenna and I. We try to. Well, this morning I had the jacket on, and I had my name tag on my shirt, and her name tag on the jacket. So it was kind of fun. It's Michelle. 119. That's what our friends call it.
$1.20. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what title I gave myself.
Well, yeah, you are. Now you have to.
Oh, well, in that case, Super Shorty 5000, International Superstar and Bad X Battle Dragon, Linguistic Mastermind, Net Liberator, and Comedic First. And as soon as I buy a square foot of land in Scotland, I'll be able to put Lord at the beginning and Esquire at the end.
Okay, so our friends that Carlos and Michelle, our roommates that we live with, they just got married and they did a whole Renaissance theme. And you can buy a small plot of land.
Okay.
It's small one. And you're the Lord in the Lake. So some of their friends bought them a little something so they could be Lord in the Lake. I thought that was great.
It is definitely, I don't know about cute, I think it's cool. But I gotta say cool because I'm a manly man. I'm so full of it, my eyes are brown.
Last time I was even going to try a Renaissance Festival was 2001, and we ended up with some airplanes flying into some buildings, and it didn't happen. That's the one I was at. September 11th. Yep. I was in.
Yeah, I don't play.
I used to live in England.
Some things just
I love that. There's these
And then
comedians
people
called
call
Kids
me
Not,
asshole.
and
I
they
just
would make
want
fun
to
of
call me a piece of shit
because
to my face because
you
only deliver to the curb. I can't take it to your backyard. I can't take it to your garage. This one lady wanted me to help her. I felt bad.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I can
Take a jacuzzi out to her backyard. I can't do that. I'm not allowed to do that.
Thank you again for having me. I'm gonna pretend to. I'll be back to talk to you later. Another thing I wanted to bring up about this here local area. Drugs are legal here, basically. There's still a lot of drug busts. Don't get me wrong. Thank goodness. They're getting them some bitches bringing in that fucking fentanyl. But not nearly enough. A pocket comb. And a comb up his sleeve, just in case. Whoa, you think you're special? Whoa, I think you're something else. Man, that don't impress me much. Oh, 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 oh. And don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright. But that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. Oh, I had a crush on Shania Twain before I knew what she looked like. I just thought she had a beautiful voice. Of course, for somebody like me, having a crush doesn't mean the same thing as you guys. For you guys, a crush means that you're getting gushy feelings and probably wanting to hump. I don't care about humping. Ugh. It's horrible how many people out there who have sex shame other people who aren't having sex. As if those people who aren't having sex must only want sex. No. Don't get me wrong, sex can be fine. It depends on what's attached to the other end. Are you having sex with a drama machine? Good luck. There's something to be said for having coffee in the morning, ain't there? It doesn't really help me get rid of the jitters or anything like that. It doesn't take away my anxiety. It doesn't add to it though, which is surprising. Golden Retriever! I like tags. Also, I was thinking about a lady named Caroline Coffee yesterday. When I was doing my speak and I was remembering some stuff about her I decided to share. There's a reason I brought it up this morning, but I can't fucking remember. It don't matter. Still too early in the morning. My brains ain't functioning. My favorite employee here is Jenna. And then my second favorite one, his name is Keith. Keith is super nice. He's super tall. And I can tell he's got some brains. One of those people who, he kind of seems to me like he dumbs himself down for people so he can fit in. All therapists should have their licenses revoked. And all police departments should start over fresh. We got too many people who have gone through that training to become a police officer, and then the first thing that happens once they hit a sheriff's department or police department is that all of that is trained out of them. Sucks. How many services have I gone to in this town over and over again? And how many times have they actually helped? They haven't helped. I need an advocate to help me turn in the crimes that are committed against me. There is no other reason for me to go to any of these places, and all of them know that's why I'm going to them. These are supposed to be mandated reporters. They're taking advantage of the fact that I don't have the resources to do a lot of these things for myself. I'm stuck in survival mode. Stuck trying to find shelter. A shelter where I can work on what I need to. Because I can't do it from my vehicle, and I can't do it with these people ignoring everything that comes out of my mouth. Just like the rest of you fucking idiots. And on the bright side, between killing people and trying to turn them in, I try to turn them in. Unfortunately, the cops in this town are crooked son of a bitches. I think next I ought to make a video about the sheriff's department here. After one of the deputies here assaulted a 14-year-old girl in front of me. By the way, it's recorded on this channel. There's not a chance in hell of me being able to trust those pieces of shit. For a lot of people that I was friends with, the only reason that we were friends is because they were the only people that even partially accepted me. The rest of y'all just tell me how to think and feel. You pretend like I have the same opportunities as everybody else. You're lying pieces of shit. How fucking Nazi you goddamn pieces of shit are. On the bright side, it could be worse. I could be a fucking pig. I don't owe it to police officers to respect the badge. There is nothing of the badge worth respecting. I've got too many of my loved ones who are dead because of bad cops. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. You know I say that often, but I don't say it often enough. We live in a disgusting world where everybody's out for themselves. I am one of the few people that I know who isn't full of shit. I'm one of the few people I know who will actually stand up when somebody's hurting someone else. Who stood up for Jamie? Her friends? No. The church? No. I did. Just me.